Welcome back to Learning Inkscape, and this time I'm going to show you how to create a simple pizza slice icon. We are only going to use basic shapes. Let us create a circle first. I'll hold Control when I drag it. And you want to have the ellipse, so the circle tool active, and then you can find these two circles and you can drag them up and down, and that determines the end and start point. So this is the end, the other one right here is the start. Let us just do it numerically so that we have the same angle in both directions. Let me use minus 30 and 30. So we've got a 60-degree pizza slice. And if we now rotate it, just double click on it with the selection tool and hold Control. We've got a symmetrical object. I'll size it up holding Control, and this is where we want to start. Next step is to create rounded corners for it. Just go to Path, Path Effects, and click on the plus sign. We can use this corners effect. Just type in, let's say 50 or 100 for the radius. All corners are affected. Let us now click on the X to get rid of the fill, and I hold Shift and click on black color to give it a stroke. And under Object, Fill and Stroke, Stroke Style and Width, I'll set it to like 50 pixels. Then we press Ctrl D and I drag a copy to the bottom, holding Control. So we want to create the crust right here, and I give that different fill colors so that you can see which is on top. So if I select both, go to Path and use difference, we can create the crust, but we'll lose the pizza slice. So let me select the light red one and I press Ctrl D to create a copy, and I put that to the bottom. Now I select the two elements on top, and once again I use path difference. So I have the pizza slice and the crust on top. Let me use different fill colors now. I'll just use the basic swatches here. You should find them as well in your Inkscape layout. I'll group it, Ctrl G, but maybe I'll have to ungroup it later on. We'll see. Let us first create a circle again, so start 0 and end for 360. And I hold Control when I drag that and resize it. Let me use a red color, and I hold Shift and click on the black color to create a stroke. Once again I make that 50 pixels, and this is our tomato. Just press Ctrl D to copy it. Let's say 3 of them are fine. And I intentionally create these overlaps. To get around this one with the crust, it's easy. Just select the crust, so this part, and put it on top. For the one at the bottom, shift click on the pizza slice and the red one, then Path and Division. And you have to recolor it, so once again use the fill color down here for red. Now let's create some olives. Again I'll use the ellipse tool and I hold Control when I drag it, and I set it from 0 to 360. I resize it holding Control, and then I'll make it greenish, and I give it a stroke width of like 40, and I press Ctrl D to copy it. Maybe that's a little bit too much, so let me delete 1 or 2, but you get the point of creating this. Now let me use the rectangle tool, and I drag this circle downwards to create rounded corners. Again, I hold Control when I size it down. And now let me use this color. And once again, I need a different stroke width, and I hold Shift and click on the black color to have it visible. I can click on it again with the selection tool and then rotate it. After you drag copies out of it, it makes sense to randomly rotate them a little bit more. So double click on it with the selection tool and then you can do that. Balance it out a little bit. And then just select it all, Ctrl G to group it. And when you have to ungroup it, just hold Shift Ctrl G. But this is basically it. It's a good project for beginners. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.